Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today, and we're going to continue our run with Hardcore Henry here. And we'll do this for a few days, and we'll go back to ship hunting and whatnot. And beginning January 1st, 2023, we will start a brand new guide to just quick starting and all that fun stuff for players that are new to the game. So that was asked for quite a bit, so I will deliver, I promise. But for now, we just installed what we could of our hyperdrive. That was one of the sets of plans we had available. I didn't realize we didn't have a hyperdrive on this ship, so we're going to buy a handful of wiring looms right now. It's going to hurt. $500,000 for 3 of them. We do have plenty of copper to turn into chromatic metal, so we'll be able to get that equipped, and eventually we'll be able to leave this system. This is, again, a very tedious way to play, but very fun, very challenging. I urge you to do it if you haven't done it, because it'll give you a different perspective on the game. Going to check out a couple of the other planets in this system to see if that might be useful. Actually, salt is very useful. Icebound. Oof. All right, let's go to this life incompatible planet. These don't have a lot to offer, but what they don't have on them usually is terrible weather, hostile animals, and of course sentinels. So we're going to head down here real quick, see if we can't pick up a little bit of salt, copper, rusted metal. Not really the rusted metal, that's not that big of a deal, but definitely a little more copper. But we're going to make the chromatic metal first, get that stuff cooking up by our ship, so that we'll be able to get that hyperdrive engaged. But we are going to need, see, I don't even have enough fuel. Yeah, look at that. That barely filled me up. We're going to have to hit a little asteroid belt up and gather up some fuel, but that'll... Ooh, this is awful. Yeah, we'll have to hit the asteroid belt up to get some fuel, but we'll also get some gold and silver while we're there, maybe a little platinum. I do not like this. This is awful. If the planet's surface was a little less jagged, I'd consider laying down here for a minute and doing a little farming, but honestly, I don't think... Yeah, forget it. My advice, if you find a planet like that, is to go find another planet. I'll be perfectly honest with you on that one. Alright, so what is this here? An abandoned planet. That'll work. It's got salvageable scrap, so you know what? This might not be a bad thing. We'll pick up a little bit of salvageable scrap while we're here. That is good for making some money. Especially early game, you know, it's good. We've got a decent amount. I mean, we got over 5 million from that ship that we were able to scrap. Our goal, we also want to get some nanites somehow. That's going to be a little challenging in the beginning, but, you know, we'll get some. We have stuff like this, the living slime and all that will get you nanites. Again, not a lot of choices early game. Let's go ahead and make our ship a little more efficient. At least we'll save a little bit on fuel. Because, yeah, we're almost out again. Jeez. It's not good. Everything is horrible when you play this way. Share the misery. join me in a permadeath playthrough with everything on the hardest settings, because oof, it's a killer. But it'll make you a better player overall. Alright, let's land. See that we're already at 40% fuel. So that means we got one more launch. I think I see some copper off in the distance here. Yep, that's magnetized ferrite. There's some copper. Alright, we'll head over to the copper and see if we can get anything else interesting along the way. Now, most times I recommend as you're running to just farm everything you need, but I don't recommend that when you're playing on this mode, especially early game, because you don't have the slots, and at only 300 resources per slot, you're going to be in trouble quick. You'll fill up and you'll have no room for anything else. So you definitely want to keep a little bit, you know, set to the side for yourself so you have room. We do have some sentinels, but they don't look aggressive, fortunately. I'll wait 40 minutes for the scanner to recharge. Where'd the copper go? Oh, here it is. Is that salt? Rusted metal. Okay. There's a subterranean relic. Alright. Well, let's get to it. Copper is 2-to-1 for making chromatic metal. That's why I'm getting some more. I mean, I have enough to make the warp drive, but we're also going to need chromatic metal for making the actual warp cores. You know, we use it to make the antimatter, which is part of making the warp core. So it'll get used up pretty darn quick. See if we can find some oxygen on this planet somewhere, maybe.
Suit power cells depleted.
Any oxygen plants? No. Ooh, boy. Well, there's our ship. And what's it take to make life support? Oh, carbon and dihydrogen jelly. So we can switch things up a little bit. We're not going to find carbon on this planet, but we have a little bit. I think we'll whip up some dihydrogen jelly and make a few of those life support gels, because the oxygen is precious. It's one thing I learned playing this. Like, oxygen's nothing, right? You go find it everywhere in the game. It's no big deal. You end up with a stack of it in no time. And then all of a sudden, oops. Yep, wasn't thinking. Sorry, guy. I'm just relaxing. I'm not doing anything bad. So yeah, you don't really think about how vital it is and how tough it is to get. I mean, look at me. I'm almost out of oxygen and I'm barely back to my ship yet. So that's something we really got to look at. Of course, I could walk and burn less oxygen, but, you know, where's the fun in that? We'll gather a whole bunch more of this. That's copper right there. Unbelievable. We're definitely going to farm that up, too. Just make some life support gel real quick. And, ugh. We'll put our refiner down. Alright, so we got some condensed carbon. That's good. Put the copper in there and we'll get that going. Like 3 of those, and then we can make 2 of those because we need more carbon. Oof. That's not good, but let's go over here. get the terrain manipulator ready, and gather a whole bunch more copper. And we'll convert all of it if we can, or at least as much as we can. We might have to switch planets here once we get all this. Go to a planet that's got some carbon on it. I always use the silicate powder to refill, because you just end up getting so much of it when you're doing stuff like this that it's foolish to use ferrite dust, especially in hardcore mode, you know, where the resources are so limited. Because you really don't use a lot of the silicate dust. It's mainly used for building stone base parts, and I really don't plan on doing much base building with this guy. This guy is going to get to the center of the galaxy and get me a couple achievements, and then hoorah, we can move on with him, or we can retire him. I don't know. We'll see. But so yeah, I'm not going to be using any silicate powder. So, and even if I was, unless you're building, you know, pyramids and God knows what else, you're not going to use that much. And as you can see, we've got over 600 of it already. So, yeah. Oh, wait, what do we got here? Didn't notice this last time. Okay. There we go, life support gel. I already used one up. We'll go ahead and throw another stack of copper in here. And we're going to hang out in the ship while this works, because that'll just save us. Oh, I'm an idiot. I bought these instead of these, didn't I? Yep, verified. Idiot. The wiring looms will come in handy later on, but just not yet. Damn it. That was a boneheaded move. Yeah, not to make excuses, but this one, unlike most of my stuff's filmed in the evening after work. This one is being filmed first thing in the morning. Try to get ahead of myself for the upcoming week, because I got a lot going on. Christmas is coming. So, yeah. Not fully awake, not fully caffeinated. Just kind of winging it. And we'll throw another stack in there. Get it going, another minute. And then we'll be off the planet. I think at least now I can... No. Oh yeah, I didn't take it out, that's why. Derpy derp derp. So we're definitely going to want to stock up on carbon. Now, I will make one base once I get some salvage data, because I want to be able to create oxygen and convert oxygen into carbon. Because those things are a little challenging to keep up with, especially early game. It's nice to have that early game, just for the ease of being able to go to your base and slap some carbon into a atmosphere harvester, gather the oxygen out of it, put that into a refiner, and then have it convert into carbon. You know, but you make gains on it, so it's not like you're losing on it. So that's why I like that. As you can see here, we're short on all kinds of stuff, but we got plenty of that now. All right, let's go over here, mix that up. How much? See, I got a bunch more. I have almost 1,000 there. But I don't like this planet, so we're gonna head up into space to the final frontier, and we're gonna find a planet that we can maybe gather resources on without too much trouble. And we'll even slap a computer down if we find a building or something that we can kind of live near. I think that was that toxic planet, right? Yeah, that rotting planet. What's this one here? Oh man, yeah, we're gonna need fuel. We're gonna find some. Find some tritium. We will get some here. A little bit. That's all right. We'll take it. Oh, there's some silver. This regular old asteroid belt would be nice. But that should get us to where we need to go. Almost got it. What do we got here? This is... that's not a good planet either. Let's see what this one is, but there's an asteroid field, so that's good. That'll help us out. And a nuclear planet. It's a really horrible system. And that's that one, right? That, yeah, life incompatible. This is absolutely horrible. But we're going to take a minute here and just gather up as much tritium as possible. Oh, we do not need that right now. Ah! Let's see how many of them there are. Oh, there's one? Alright, we'll take them. No, there's two. Oh, we're taking a beating. You know what? This is a bad idea. Yeah, just get off me. Don't damage anything. Evasive maneuvers. Don't damage anything. Get off me. I don't have much. Don't damage what little I have. Oh, what? There we go. So there's a quick way to get out of combat. If you have the anomaly available, draw it in, land. Alright, nothing got damaged, so that's good. Oh, I forgot I had the rocket launchers. I could have used them, I reckon. Those hyperclusters help out. There's a little bit of cash right there. Very little. Alright, we'll head back out. They scan me and want to steal from me. I have nothing. Friggin' jerks. I definitely want to build up just a little bit more tritium just to have some backup. If you're not paying attention and you end up, you know, using your pulse drive to the point that it empties out, that can be annoying. Now you could always summon in your freighter if you have it, or the anomaly, you know, to make things a little less painful, but still, it's just a pain. Very, very inconvenient. Oh yeah, can you give me those hyperclusters? I like those. don't know if we got any anomaly detectors yet, but it'd be kind of neat to get one of those. No, weapons are overheated. Alright. Yeah, we've done enough. So these, I always break those down because it gives you more gold. See, now we got a nice little amount of gold there. The tritium. Break all that down. And as you can see, we got plenty of fuel to get us around for a little bit now. So it's much more comforting. Alright. So we were looking for a less crappy planet. I think we're going to select maybe the cold one. Yeah, that's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. There's the cold one. Our stranger's coordinates are there anyway, so let's go there. I'll grab the stranger's coordinates, even though it's not really what I'm doing with this character. Maybe I won't. Nah, screw it. I'm not going to follow any of these storylines. The only storyline I'll follow, if it pops up, is the one for the pirates, because this guy's kind of like a pirate. You know, he's just down and dirty trying to get to the center of the galaxy. He doesn't care what he does to get there. So we'll get down here. We'll get some oxygen, hopefully. Definitely some carbon. Maybe we'll find some salvage data, enough to get a few different things. I really don't care about your location there, buddy, so we're going to ignore that. When I do the walkthrough, the quick start, or whatever you want to call it, we will follow the mission patterns because they're important. And they net you a lot of stuff that you don't have to, like, I tend to just come into the game now and ignore all that for the most part. And I'll be honest, it's smarter not to, because you get stuff. You know, you'll get a lot of plans and blueprints for free that I'm out there digging up salvage data for. So I recommend following the storyline for yourself if you're playing through it, but you know, again, that's up to you. I've done it so many times now that it's more fun for me just to come in and do something different. Well, that sucked. I'm hoping for a building, because if I find a building, I'll be in good shape. I don't see a lot of plants here. This looks like some of that stuff may be plants. I don't know. Everything looks like crystals. Is this a building? Give me a little building. Still no buildings. Up. What do we got here? Okay. Oh, and there we go. This is what I like, a landing pad. So, I will build a base here. And it will be the absolute most basic of bases, but it will be mine. Let's look around real quick. We're going to grab a little navigation data from here, because that's going to be important later on for making money. We have a little health box. That's good. We got some goodies here. It's cold, so we can focus on getting maybe a little cold protection when we have some nanites. And we will get some nanites. And there's one easy way to get some. In here, there might be some more. Not in that one. Maybe in this one. There we go. Got some nanites here. Got another health thing, so if we get hurt, we come in and heal up. That's good. But the best part about these things is we're right over here. And this is why I like building bases here. A lot of times my first base will go next to one of these or a large trade center. And that's because we've got a friend, so it's not so lonely. Oops, okay. And we have a chair. Come here, friend. I'll give you some units, what the hell. So for 116 units, we got a pulse engine module. Win? I don't know, you tell me. But yeah, see, we've got your basics here. I can buy my 3 microprocessors I should have bought.
Product received.
He sells a little copper, okay. This right here, priceless. Oh, look how much though, man. 300,000. You gotta be kidding me. Ugh. The freaking U.S. economy has reached all the way out into deep space right now. This is horrible. But you can also purchase some cool components here, including exosuit upgrade charts and nav data, which is nice. And some basic blueprints. Nothing amazing, but you know, you can see the cost of them here. But like, I get my advanced mining laser from this guy when I want it. I don't have to go all the way to the anomaly, teleport receiver, oxygen recycler. Oh, those are known. This right here. And all I need is some dioxide, and that's available on this planet, so I'll probably go ahead and try to farm a little bit of that to get things going. So we're going to run out here. I got a place to land my ship. I don't have to worry about that. Do we have... I got plenty of animals around. That is a mineral. Yeah, my worry is a lack of plants. Alright, there's little plants here. And a lot of them, so that's good. That'll give us some stuff to work with there. Yeah, I'm not going to need tons and tons of carbon, but I will need some, so... First things first, base computer drops down. I will put it right here. This base may be temporary. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see.